Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Let's go.
He'll hand it off. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short game.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's McMillan. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
Come on, set.
Looking for a gap. It's Bryant. Finding a bit of space. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
Anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the pick set up the offense at the 35.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And the running back takes the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down. Very near the red zone now.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Florida State. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Short pass finds the tight end.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. With the catch, it's Harris. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Caught quickly. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick catch. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. The big fullback's got it here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Hands off to the fullback. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down.
42, Spider.
They feed the fullback this time. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Texas.
This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Snags a good throw. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go.
Here comes a handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Noles will line up on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Reload. Hey, hey. Flip, flip.
Takes the handoff. It's Bryant. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He looks left and finds his target there. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Receiver in motion now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Hard running through a tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Okay, ready?
The Seminoles are in the red zone.
Belly stutter.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Now it's second down here. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be a very short chip shot, 22 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. On the move. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Ball handed off. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Been too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. Powers through a tackle. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they go in front here in the second half. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evanson. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff to the back. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And the ball to the ground. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Got it.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the ground, it's Bryant. Change of direction. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the +42.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Noles pick up enough to get a first down there. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Seminoles keep the football on the move.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Noles have first and 10 here.
42 Spider.
There's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at second and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Trying to make it 3 straight. Third down conversion. They need a yard here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And then first down, right back to the running game. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Not an explosive play, but a great wrinkle to make the defense have to respect the perimeter and defending the perimeter. This time they lose the edge, and the receiver makes them pay for it coming off that jet sweep.
First and goal, handoff.